Hello and welcome back to my scrap room. My name is Jennifer Perry. Pardon me while I move the cat. He's decided to sit on the canvas. It has been a hot minute since I've been able to record a video for reasons that I'll get into in just a moment. So the canvas that you're about to see is a little farther along than the video that I released a couple of days ago. I've been able to work on my canvas, but I have not been able to record a video because we were getting the house painted. And in the process of getting the house painted, besides all of the extra noise and whatnot, in the middle of all that, my mother was hospitalized. So that just, that just put a wrinkle in all the plans. She's okay. It was just a minor issue, but enough with her age that they wanted to keep her overnight. And well, luckily it was a minor issue. I didn't think it was minor when I took her in, but it turned out to be minor. Thank you very much. So everything is okay there, but I have just now been able to stop and record a video and do a voiceover. The video that I released a couple of days ago was recorded over a month ago. That's how long it has everything has conspired. So, but I think we're back on track. My studio is set back up, the camera is set back up, obviously the microphone and everything is set back up. The painters have finished the inside of the house. It is absolutely gorgeous. The cats are back home. They got sent to Grandma's house for a couple of weeks because, well, cats and wet paint don't mix. So they did a little cat vacation. So we're all back on track. If you notice, I'm using self-healing mats to cover my canvas at the moment. With the boys, sorry for the fumble there. That I don't know what happened. I just was butterfingers and couldn't keep my pen. The boys went to Grandma's house, and what happens when you send the children to Grandma's house? They come home with no manners. It doesn't matter if they're human children or if they're four-legged little children, they come home with no manners. So the boys have forgotten all of their scrap room manners, and they have decided they want to walk across everything. So because of that, I've decided to cover my canvas with 2 self-healing mats and then put my cutlery tray full of drills on top of that just to kind of hold everything down, and it is working quite well for us. I'm kind of retraining them. Hey, don't step on the mat, don't step on the canvas, and they don't like it, but they're getting it again. They're learning. So that works for everybody. I'm also working with this kit upside down because I kind of screwed up. I wanted to, this canvas is 53 by 76, so what I wanted to do was start with the exact center of the canvas and get the center finished and then work around the perimeter once the center was finished. Did I do that? No. I had a brain fart and I started in my normal left-hand upper corner, happy as a clam, until I got about midway down and went, this is where it gets a little difficult to reach things. And that's when I remembered that I wanted to do the center column first. And I was like, okay, you're a dork. You did it again. I keep trying to tell myself to do this on the larger canvases. I have yet to be able to do it. My next canvas is a Josephine wall, which I believe, let me look it up really quickly. It is a 70 by 93. So I'm going to need to be more organized. Not only is it a larger canvas that I'm used to, but it is also, from what I hear, very confetti. And I am a one placer as far as my drill pin is concerned, and I only do 1 tray at a time. What is it with recording and hiccups? Why do I always get the hiccups? I work with 1 tip. I don't use a multi-placer. I work with 1 tray. I would love to be able to do the stadium trays. Again, the boys, it's easier to hold on with 1 tray. In fact, this tray that I'm using right here has a magnet on the bottom because my desk it has sheet metal on the top. It's covered by the wood contact paper just to kind of stop the glare when I'm recording, but it is sheet metal, which means the tray sticks to my desk to where the boys don't accidentally kick it and cause things to go flying. And later on in this video, you're going to see me stop and kind of reposition the canvas because I forget to put my magnets down. I use magnets to kind of hold the canvas in place, and you'll notice as this video goes, it's going to start to tilt just a little bit. I'll stop what I'm doing. I'll put the magnets back down. and that will help kind of keep everything from shifting while I'm working. I love the stainless steel top, the sheet metal on my desk. It has, as far as diamond painting is concerned, it is a dream. As far as scrapbooking is concerned, I couldn't ask for anything better because it's a heat safe surface, and it's, for cutting. I'm not going to mess up my desk. It does, if you happen to hit the sheet metal with a X-Acto knife, it does dull your blade, but there's, you have to change them out anyways, so it works for me. Just picking off a rogue drill there, it stuck to my finger and kind of fell in the middle of the field there, so I'm fixing that real fast. I have this view farther out than normal. I like to kind of keep it closer up for you so that you can see the grid, but for this one I kept it farther out so you could see the drill container, the tray, the full area that I'm working on. It's not something that I normally do, but every now and then it is good to kind of look like you're looking over somebody's shoulder and watching them work. Sometimes you see something or a technique that you don't do that might be better for you, like the paintbrush here. I use the paintbrush to guide my drills back in. Before I figured that out, I had drills flying everywhere. So that works for me. It may work for you, it may not, but sometimes looking over somebody's shoulder, you might learn something that you didn't know before. So that's one of the reasons why I kept this field of vision farther out than normal. If you are a person that likes to see the grid, never fear. I will put that back into place on later videos, but for this one, I just kind of felt like I wanted to keep it farther out for you. I also have my field of what I'm working on, my exposed adhesive, very, very small today because the boys are being a bit naughty and they're flicking their tails and they're walking across my canvases. So I'm only scooting my release paper a little bit. I'm not doing a full 4x6 area. That way if they flick their tail and I have to pick off some cat hair or whatever, it's small amounts. It's not a huge amount. But with this smaller area, you complete it faster, which also gives yourself a sense of accomplishment. This canvas is also a little bit darker theme than I'm used to. So what I decided to do, since I wasn't sure if I would get a little bit weary of doing a darker theme, is I'm kind of playing hide a canvas from myself. These release papers you cannot see through. With the parchment paper that I was using, I could see through it and I could see where I was at. With these release papers, you cannot see through them, so I'm kind of using it almost as a mystery canvas. I know what the general canvas looks like. Forgot my word there for a second. But I don't need to see every aspect of it while I'm working. Also, keeping the self-healing mat over the top of it kind of adds to the mystery canvas feel to it, or the hide a canvas feel to it. So I'm not getting overwhelmed with the size of the canvas either, or either, however you want to pronounce it. I'm only concentrating on the open field that I'm working with at that moment. Now, working upside down, I have the finished portion of this canvas just very lightly laying in my lap. It is not rolled. For some reason with this desk, rolling it is not comfortable. So what I have done is, if you look over in the right hand lower corner, you're going to see some black foam. In fact, in just a few minutes, I'll scoot that over because I realize it's too far down. It's extra long piece of foam that I put on the edge of my desk, and that's mainly for my elbows, but it also helps with the canvas not being creased. And I put that at the top of my desk and at the bottom of my desk. So it doesn't matter which end of the canvas is laying over the corner of my desk or the side of my desk, it doesn't get creased. The foam will kind of protect it, and I don't have to worry about rolling it up at that point. Now, every now and then I have to worry about a cat playing with it, but for the most part, they get bored once they learn their manners again. They get bored and just will get under the desk and get in their boxes. so I don't have to worry. See, I just moved it. I don't really have to worry about them messing with a dangling canvas for the most part. So having it flat for me just works better. When I was in my other scrap room, I had an easel and it worked out great. Turn my phone off. Forgot to do that. I apologize. There it goes. The easel worked out great, but for this desk, my husband changed the height for me, and it is just more comfortable working flat. And it was kind of a nice surprise. I still have my easel. Now here's where I realized that my magnets aren't on. So I'm going to put away my drills, and then I'm going to put my magnets in the corners they belong and hold my canvas still. So I still have my easel. It's in the closet. There will be at some point a canvas that works well on it, or if I have to move downstairs and play for any reason. But when I'm in this room, working flat just works better. So that's what I do. I'm going to put the self-healing mat back on just in case one of the boys comes running through. And get back to work. Sorry for the head. I really try to keep my head out of the screen, but you know, we're all human. One lonely little drill. I forgot one. Don't you just hate when that happens? You think you're finished with a color and you put it all away and then you look down and you're like, really? There's one. And I guarantee when you pick out that one little drill, you put it on your pen, you go to place it on the canvas, then you can't find it. So you're sitting there with a dangling drill on the end of your pen going, oh, please don't fall till I can find this. But you eventually do. So I have broken my 1 in and 1 out rule. I have broken it hard. If you are on Facebook and you're part of Diamond Art Club and you order from Diamond Art Club at all, you will probably be getting an email from them inviting you to the Diamond Art Club VIP group. Now, it's not one that I can invite you to. They have to invite you. Once they do, I highly recommend joining. This is not a sponsored video. I make no money from Diamond Art Club whatsoever. This is just pure enjoyment for me. But this group is fun. Now, the downside is you get sneak peeks of what's coming up, and you also get a release calendar, so they tell you what date things are tentatively going to be released, which that in itself can be that can be so dangerous. But what I have done is I broke my 1 in, 1 out rule. Since the last time I have filmed, which was way over a month ago, you knew I had Farm Country, you knew I had Halloween Haunted House, you may have known I had Inspiration of Spring Meadows and Worlds Away, which those two have come in. They were pre-orders before. They have come in. I have ordered Mask of Love, which we were just talking about, and then I have pre-ordered Once Upon a Dark Night, which is Melisandre from Game of Thrones, and then I ordered another Josephine Wall, and I'm going to butcher the name of this. It's Oberton and Tatiana, I think, is the way you say it. And I think these two Josephine Walls are going to be the only two I get. The Mask of Love and the Fairies. I'm going to just start calling it the Fairies because I don't know how to pronounce it. I'm not really into the Zodiacs. I just cannot get into the Zodiacs. But these two images and canvases really pulled me. The colors are similar, but they're all in Josephine Wall style. But these are going to be a challenge for me because they're supposed to be confetti heavy. And they are huge canvases. The Fairies is 70 by 98. Mask of Love is 70 by 93. I'm going to have to be a very organized little chicken not to screw this up. But I'm excited. I also have 2 other paintings in my stash that I'm not going to be featuring because they are from AliExpress. And I have put my money where my mouth is, and I am not going to be putting those on my channel. I will finish them because I have purchased them, but I am not going to view them because when I ordered them, I did not realize they were stolen artwork. And I just closed my app. I have 10 canvases in my stash. So that means I cannot buy any more until I do 3. I have to finish 3 before I can order some more. You guys are going to be my accountability. You guys are going to hold me to it. I'm saying right now, I cannot order any more until I do 3 canvases. And Erase does count. So I think, if I'm judging correctly, I think Erase is about halfway done. When I flipped the canvas over, I noticed I was just under her nose. And judging by the picture that I have printed out sitting next to me, I think that's about halfway down the canvas. And of course, I keep working on it. I don't film all of it. So hopefully it will not take me a month to finish it. It normally doesn't take me a month to do an entire canvas. This has been just extenuating circumstances with everything that's been going on. But hopefully I will be able to get to Mask of Love. Or if the fairies come in, I may do the fairies first. I'm not sure yet. So, but the fairies is on pre-order, and I don't think it comes in until June. So that might be the saving grace right there. But I have 10 in my stash total. That includes the AliExpress canvases. So I'm keeping it kind of small. Most of those canvases are large format. And I'm leaning more towards large format for a couple of reasons. A, they're just fun. They look fantastic. But B, they're expensive up front. But in the long run, they end up being cheaper because I'm not buying as many snack size canvases. So I'm not paying for shipping as much. I'm not buying 2 or 3 canvases to equal 1 large format canvas. So in the long run for me, it's going to be saving some money between shipping and not ordering a bunch of little or smaller canvases. To me, the smallest I've ever done is 30 by 40. I don't think I ever want to go smaller than that. It'd have to be something very special, and it would have to look really good, and that's hard to do with smaller canvases. I think I'm a large format type canvas girl, so I think, you know, for me, that's what I'm going to be leaning towards, and the fact that Diamond Art Club does it so well. When they put out a large canvas, you know it's going to be good. You know they're going to stand by their product. If you have any drills that are missing, which has only happened with 1 canvas for me out of all of them that I've done, and they replaced it very, very quickly. They had it in the mail that day, and I got it like 4 days later, so it wasn't like I was even waiting to complete what I needed to do. They took care of it quite quickly. So for me, it's worth the money of buying a good quality canvas. So that's why I lean the way I lean. That's why I buy my scrapbooking supplies from Close to My Heart and from Hip Kit Club, because they're quality products. I don't mind spending money on things that are going to last, and for me, that's these. So anyway, off my soapbox on that one. So sorry I went off on a tangent on that. But that's I'm gonna sneeze. Oh, I'm gonna sneeze. Oh. No sneezing. So anyway, that's just how I feel about that. If you can only afford the smaller canvases, you go for it. You do what you do. I just want everybody to enjoy their hobby, whether it be scrapbooking, whether it be diamond painting. If it brings you joy, you do you. Like I said in the past, I have to put my money where my mouth is as far as paid artists, because my daughter is an artist, and I can't go to her and say, hey, I bought stolen artwork. You know, hope yours doesn't get stolen, but I bought stolen artwork. That's, you know, kind of being a bit hypocritical on my part. So I just put my money where my mouth is as far as that, and try to stay with the more reputable companies. I am just about ready to flip over to the color that is the most in this painting. I can't give you numbers at the moment because it's not sitting near me, but you will notice with that particular color, it is a huge pill bottle. For this kit, I used a number of different drill sizes, or not drill sizes, container sizes for my drills, because I hate having baggies. If I can get all of my drills into the same container, I do that, even if it means having to utilize many different size pill bottles or many different size containers. I'm going to do that. So for this, I utilized 2 different size actual prescription bottles. I utilized a size from Joann's and a size from Close to My Heart, and they all work perfectly for me. That may not work for you. Now, I have to get around the part that they don't all match. That's a little bit in my brain that I want everything to match, but my need to have everything in one container overrides my need to make it match. So that's how I get around that in my brain. But I just don't like having baggies of stuff laying around or in a separate area from my kit, because to me that's prone to lose things, or more apt to lose something, or think that I've lost or misplaced a drill baggie. And I don't like that feeling either, of getting to the bottom and going, do I have more of this, or do I need to find a baggie? So that's just the way it works for me. If I can get it all in one drill container, I'm going to. I'm getting close to the end of this section. I don't know if you noticed how big that container is, but it is pretty big. It's one of my mom's bigger prescriptions that she has. And when I saw that bottle, I was like, I must have this bottle, because I have some paintings coming up that have a lot of the same color, and I need to be able to utilize that bottle, and it works really well. So if you need larger format bottles, look to your pharmacy. Go to your pharmacy. They might be able to sell you a larger bottle that has not been used, that's blank. It's always worth an ask. You know, all I can say is no. But they could say yes. You never know. You never know. So, just about finished with this. I know that you have a choice of channels that you could be watching, and I so totally thank you for watching my channel. I don't make any money off this. This is just pure enjoyment for my part. I hope you learn a thing or two. I hope you enjoy it. I hope it's just part of your relaxation, and that you just pull up a cup of coffee and enjoy some quiet time. I know there are many different people that you could be watching, and again, I thank you so much for just spending part of your day with me. I'm just double checking really quickly, making sure I don't have any drills out of place. There's that large format bottle. Let's see if I show it. You might be able to see it when I pick it up, how big it is. Yeah, see how big it is? So anyway, that works for me. So until next time, thank you so much for joining me. Hopefully it doesn't take me a month to get this video out. If it ever does, I apologize. Please hang in there with me. Life tends to get in the way sometimes. Until next time, enjoy your diamond painting. I hope to see you soon. Be safe. Be happy. See you later. Bye-bye.